Welcome back to the channel. My name is A-Bomb. Welcome back to Football Manager 2021 and Eastern Resurgence 2 with Steaua Bucharest. Today we've got a Champions League qualifying second leg. We're losing in our current tie, so I thought now would be a good time to come back and play. So that's what I've done. I'll show you what's been happening in a minute off camera, but we have got a little bit of transfer news to go through. Just a couple more players added, so I'll show you those and then we'll jump into what's been happening off camera and what we're going to be doing today. And as always, if you're enjoying the series, drop a like down below and leave comments. They are the best ways to support the channel. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then subscribe and turn notifications on. Let's try and get to 1,050 before FM22 beta comes out. We're about 9 away, so let's see if we can make that happen. This is Boris Iliev. He's only 16. He's come from CSA Steaua in Bulgaria for a very small amount of money. I think it was about 70 grand. Probably not even that. No, £37,500. Very, very cheap fee. He's 16. He's got a bright future. So, you know, a very cheap, good young player. And then I did say last time that we had loaned a player from Real Madrid. Here he is. This is Tomas. He is Spanish and he's on loan from Real Madrid. He's 24 years old. Hasn't played many games for Real Madrid. Only 4 games in the time he's been there. But he has played a lot of games for the Castilla side, the B team in Real Madrid. And been pretty good for them as well. But he's come in on a season-long loan. It is costing us a fair bit of money. We're paying all of his wages, which is £39,500 a week. And we're also paying them £150,000 a month as well. So it's a very expensive loan. Probably a bit too expensive, but we've done it. But he's got great speed. Dribbling's good. Technique's really good. The first touch and the passing are good as well. He got an assist for us on his debut. He came on from the bench, but in his second match, he went off injured. And he was out for a little while with a twisted ankle. So he's going to be missing for today's game. And he'll be back probably in about a week. So just 2 signings. I do want to try and get one more in before the window shuts. So I need to get a left-footed centre mid to replace Martina. We have options that can play there. Like Cosmin Ding can play there. Gabriel Toma can play there. And Simeon can play there. But I think they're much better used in that central attacking midfield spot. So I'd like to try and get a player in that centre mid to play as that Mezzala. That's what I want to try and get before the window closes. If not, then we can use those cams and drop them deeper. But hopefully we can get a good player. We did submit an offer for someone in a contract, but they turned it down. So we're just looking for that. And last episode, we defeated UT8 Arad 2-0 in our first league game. Bugios and Toma with first half goals to give us our first 3 points of the season and a pretty comfortable win. And we did play 6 matches off camera, some league games and some Champions League qualifying. So let's see what happened in those games. Not a good ball forward there by the goalkeeper. Yosa sends through Bugios, who could look for a cross here. And he's been tripped by Daniliasa. Referee is going to check this. Might be a penalty for Steaua here with 3 minutes gone. Well, VAR has checked and given the penalty. And Mihalikis is stepping up here to take it. And he converts the penalty. 4 minutes gone. Steaua lead 1-0. Throw in here, Georgiou. Kiss with a header forward, Tomas with a header, and Bugios catches it on the volley and doubles the lead with the 75th minute coming up, 2-0, hopefully 3 points for Steaua. Djordjevic gives the ball away, and here's Popovici, and Steaua looking to break here, and Tomas is going to get on the end of this, and can he set up a goal here? It's a good save by Cades, but Popovici converts the open goal, 34th minute, Steaua lead 1-0, their first Champions League match of the season. Toma with the free kick. It's up in the air and it's Mihalikis and it's Pavelka with a header from the tight angle. And just 5 minutes into the second half, Steaua double their lead and looking good value for this first leg against the Slovenians. Balazic with a switch to Kuhar. Goes back to Boyake. And here's Valencic to Kuhar. Osturk and a good 1-2 there and Osturk's through and Osturk gets a goal back for Olympia and it is 2-1. Could be a vital away goal there. Cades with a big goal kick. Headed forward by Basiste. And a sliding tackle by Rybar. And here's Osturk. And Olympia coming forward again here. And looking for an equalising goal. It's La. It's a through ball to Bosic. And he's put it through the legs of Zdravanovic to equalise for Olympia. It is 2-2. And Steaua could have a tough trip to Slovenia for this second leg. Georgiou to Pavelka. Back to Georgiou and Pavelka in on goal maybe here. He's been brought down, but Bugios with the finish. He's already had 2 goals disallowed, but there's no doubt about that one. Steaua leading Slovenia and on aggregate after an hour. Throw in here, Georgiou. 74 minutes on the clock. Here's Pavelka and the cross is headed away by Kotrick. Nedalea into Popovici. And Nedalea with it back again. It's taken a big deflection, I think, but it is 2-0 on the night and 4-2 on aggregate. I think Steaua will be through to the third qualifying round. Basiste to Edu. And here's Nedalea, scored in that Champions League game. Mahalikis to Toma. Pavelka to Negoiscu, some good play here and a nice effort by Negoiscu into the goal. And 8.5 minutes gone, Steaua lead 1-0 against Astra. Here's Georgiou, who's got Pavelka ahead of him and uses him. Pavelka takes it around the defender. Here's Nedalea to Negoiscu, who scored in the earlier minutes. And Liga with a finish makes it 2-0 with 17 minutes gone. Steaua making a really strong start to this game. Baiku to Radulescu and his Beletsa. Dispossessed, but Astra recover the possession. Devishi. And Zubale went to ground there but didn't win the ball, and Bakila slides the ball past the goalkeeper. 5 minutes gone in the second half and Astra get a goal back. Beletsa with a free kick. It's Palade. Astra looking for an equalising goal, and the shot is blocked by Zubale. And here's Razvan Simeon, and it's 2 versus 2 here with more blue shirts coming forward, but Simeon might go all the way himself here. He does, and secures the 3 points for Steaua with 94 minutes gone. It's 3-1, 3 points as well. Ayla with the ball forward. And Farnerud's got a sighted goal here and scores for Malmö. 13 minutes gone, the Swedes take a lead. Steaua with a bit of work to do. Fofana, lots of space for Bejmo out on the wing here. Back to Fofana. And it's Bejmo. And the ball into the box, and Saar is the first one to it and doubles the lead for Malmö. 20 minutes to go, and Steaua really haven't looked at their best in this Champions League tie. Fofana. Farnerud. Malmö coming forward again here. Bejmo. And Nalic is through on goal. And that's a powerful strike. And it is 3-0 Malmö. And Steaua have got a lot of work to do in that second leg. Corner Steaua. Pavelka. And I think there's been a push in there. Liga fouled by Wojcila. And referee has given a penalty. Well, the decision has been reviewed and confirmed, and it's Kosmindin here. 3 minutes to go in the first half. Penalty down the middle makes it 1-0. Kosmindin with, I think, his first of the season. Simeon to Makaleli. Nedalea gets it back from Simeon. Catalin Liga to Keys, and a great strike. Smashes the underside of the bar and goes in. 93 minutes. Steaua double their lead and secure 3 points again. So maximum points so far in the league. That's good to see. Olympia, a bit of a slip up at home in that first leg with the draw. We threw away another 2-0 lead, which we did a few times last season. But we did manage to win 2-0 in Slovenia to go through. But against Malmö, we've got a hell of a job to do. And that's the game we're going to do on camera today. The second leg at home against the Swedes. And we are 3-0 down. I wouldn't be overly disappointed if we didn't go through this tie. Because like I said, I want to win the Europa Conference League this year. So either this tie or the next tie, we kind of need to lose to get into the Europa Conference League. So if we were to go out at this point, wouldn't be too disappointed. Yeah, the league has got off to a really good start. We have maximum points, 4 wins out of 4. The only team to win all 4 games so far. And against Malmö, we are 3-0 down. If we were to get through, it will be either Dinamo Zagreb or Copenhagen in that playoff tie. If we do go out, then in the Europa League playoff, we're going to take on either Basel or Slovan Bratislava. And both legs of either tie will be in next episode. So, with that being said, let's jump into the second leg against Malmö. And yeah, if we were to lose this and go out, I wouldn't be overly disappointed. But we'll see how things go. A little bit of staff news, and I don't really do staff stuff very often. But we sacked our assistant manager. Fane Nofidovici has been with us since the very start. But he was really starting to bug me with his like feedback, telling us we need to play like defensive and cautious in the league against teams we're expecting to beat. I don't really know what he's talking about. His judgment ability and potential is at 8 and 7, and he has been with us since the start. So I thought it was maybe time for a bit of new blood. I like the fact that I've waited until the last season to do it, but yeah, he's gone. And we are promoting one of our current coaches to assistant manager, but that hasn't quite gone through yet. In team news, as mentioned, Thomas is injured. He twisted his ankle. Vit Jors is also out at the moment. He's got a calf injury. It's going to keep him out for a little over a week. And also Frank Frenzer, a midfielder who I would like to give some game time this season, tore his groin, so he's going to be out for 2 to 3 weeks as well. This is the team that we're going to go with for the second leg against Malmö. Zivanovic in goal, and a back four of Georgiou, Basiste, Edu and Gilinho, who's had a good start to his career with us, the Brazilian. Kosmindin and Nedalea playing midfield with Mahalikis just ahead of them. Gabritoma on the left, Popovici on the right and Bergios up front. So this is going to be a difficult second leg. We are 3-0 down and they're a good side. And as I say, I won't be disappointed if we do go out. Malmö did beat HJK in the previous round, a Scandinavian showdown there. Let's see how this goes. And I think we will check on the other Romanian sides in Europe as well. See how FCSB did in their Champions League tie, and have a look at the other 3 sides that are in Europe as well. Hopefully it's not going to be just left to us again once we get to the group stages. I want to actually have a bit of help trying to get that coefficient up, but we'll see. And 14th minute here, Gabriel Toma's on the ball here, and it's Mahali Kiss, but the shot's blocked, and it was a good chance there to get a goal back here. We've got to get a few. We are 3-0 down, and we can't really afford to concede any either, so no away goals, please. Georgie coming forward now. That's a nice bit of skill for Cosmin Din, and it's Nedalea. Shot's blocked, and the second one is just wide. The first one was on the weak foot as well. 31 minutes ago, we have a corner with Mahali Kiss, and Toma with a header, and it's in off Basiste, but I don't think it's going to count. Oh, it's an own goal. What was it? I didn't see the goal alert, and I assumed it was an offside, but it's actually been put into the own net by Farnerud. Let's see this again then. Toma with a header, and it's come off of Farnerud, and an own goal gives us the 1-0 lead on the night, but it is still 3-1. We need another 2 goals yet, just to equalise. We need to win by 4, really. We can't afford any away goals here. And half time, we do lead 1-0 on the night. We've still got a bit of work to do though. A lot of work to do. I'm going to tell them that we owe Malmö for what happened last time. And I'm going to bump it up to attacking as well. We haven't played badly so far. I know we didn't score the goal, but at least we have a lead on the night. We're going to fire them up. We've gone attacking. Going to need a couple more goals in this second half period. Hopefully we can get them. Bergios with a free kick here. 65 minutes gone. Headed away by Felix Bamo. And here's Popovici. And we need to try and just get the ball back up there here. Thinking of maybe turning it up a bit in terms of playing a bit more direct. Because we're not really finding enough chances at the moment. Basiste heads it forward. Here's Nedalea. This could be a chance. But again, just cleared forward by Bejmo. And Adu's going to clear this up. And here's Georgiou to Cosmin Din. Toma. Nedalea. I mean, Malmö got a lot of men behind the ball. That's a great ball for Popovici. Oh, but the finish just wasn't good. I mean, Bergios has really not had a great start of the season. He's got a couple of goals, but hasn't really offered too much. So we have brought on Liga for him. Here's Gilinho. We are running out of time here. It is only 1-0 on the night. We're going to need a couple more goals just to draw level. And there's not a lot of time left. We're 77 minutes in here. Goes back to Nedalea, does Popovici, and here's Sheriff Adu. Cosmin Din got lots of space to move into. Toma gives it in back. And a switch to Gilinho out on the wing, who's got lots of space here as the right back. And time to put a cross in, maybe. Not great. It doesn't meet a Steaua player. It's headed away. Nedalea back to Adu. Din. Georgiou. We've got lots of space out wide here, which I like, but we need to use it. Georgiou needs to put in a good cross here to get our second goal. It's a good one. Oh, and Kiss has headed it wide. That was the chance to make it 2-0. I'm going to have to make some changes because we've got some really tired players out there. Nedalea is going to come off. Simeon's going to come on. And Pavelka's going to come on for Toma. And we're really running out of time here. I'm going to have to go very attacking because we're in the last 10 minutes. And it looks like we're going to win on the night, but not on aggregate. Just too heavy a defeat in Sweden, unfortunately. And it was no goal as well. We didn't even score the goal. And we are out of the Champions League. We will drop down to the Europa League, which isn't a bad thing. Like I said, I want to win a European trophy this season, and that's not going to be the Champions League. So let's just get that out of the way now. I'm not overly disappointed. We won on the night, thanks to a known goal. But 3-0 in Sweden was just a bit too much to take over the 2 legs. I mean, that was a decent performance in that second leg. We defended well, kept a clean sheet. I'm going to say unlucky. It would have been nice to win, but it wasn't to be. And again, I always go for the negative one here that says that if we deserved to go through, we would have won the tie. And we didn't. And on that basis, we don't deserve to go through. Copenhagen beat Dinamo Zagreb on aggregate. Just a 1-0 win over there. So they will take on Malmö in the Champions League playoff. One of those will be in the group stages. So we will take on either Basel or Slovan Bratislava. And I think Basel might have gone through there. They did. 5-3 on aggregate. Slovan winning in Slovakia, but Basel with the win in Switzerland. Oh no, because Slovan lost it, didn't they? Okay, I'm getting confused. Basel will go through to the Champions League playoff. So they take on Anderlecht. And Slovan lost it, so they dropped to the Europa League and we'll take them on. Slovan Bratislava, the opponents in the Europa League playoff. There we go. So we're going to Slovakia. We've been to Slovenia Now we go into Slovakia. And if we win, that tie will be into the Europa League groups. If we lose, we'll be in the Europa Conference League groups. And I wouldn't be disappointed by either, really. We've got a good chance of winning a group if we go to the Europa Conference League. I feel like we can get through the Europa League group, but of course our best chance of winning a European trophy is going to be the Europa Conference League. So finishing third in the Europa League wouldn't be the end of the world. I think the Europa League knockouts might be a stretch too far for us. I don't think we're quite at that level just yet. So our best chance of winning a European trophy is the Europa Conference League. Just look at that first leg against Malmö. Just look at the stats, because before they scored, we actually had some chances in the first 10 minutes. We didn't have a lot of shots on target though. 4 shots on target out of 14. It's not terrible, but it's not great either. And that first leg performance by us kind of cost us, really. We did win at home via an own goal, but yeah, that first leg just wasn't good enough, unfortunately. So we will take on Slovan Bratislava in both legs next episode. Europa League playoff. There is a game in between against Academica, so if there's any goals from that, I'll show you those. But yeah, Europa League playoff next time. We'll find out what group we're going to be, and we'll see what the draw is for that as well. But that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. If you enjoyed it, drop a like down below and leave comments. And if you haven't done so already, or if you're new, then subscribe and turn notifications on. So the Malmö games didn't go too well. You know, that first leg was just a bit too much of a hill to climb. But hopefully against the Slovaks, we can do a bit better. Maybe get a Europa League group. But if not, Europa Conference League group is something I think we can navigate pretty easily. And hopefully we can find ourselves in the latter stages of Europe this season, because I don't really want to be finishing 4th in a group again. Anyway guys, that's going to do it for today's video. Thank you for watching. I will see you soon. Goodbye.